Alright, abusinya ma mo bibia kwa ba emfa ombra Mega TV efidikesi eso yedaso a ejina demolition, and I said demolition of East Legon, about 10-story buildings. I na yinim say papa kumple ko kinde Japan and brother and her say na damfo bia na ne yonku bi edie na information na ye gather no abusia afei ana manya the vivid information na say afei ana yetie afonu no ebeka say defendant and I say because a complainant need defendant you so court your complainant obi odi asem ne koye na your defendant you will be so kwa ko defending him. What you say in this case your complainant your defendant our mo ehia fon so e wo asempa FM me see conversation very hot ankasa into kwa BTC Samira Bawumia omo say ne so bi e fe ne say Aisha whoever me man me sheda any what you say eno Samira Bawumia ne so ana asasine ye ne die sanso na ukọ afa ba ko nso a ye papa kumpe Canada Japan no nso na damfo no nso ono nso ne die wo honom anase ono nso na asem de wa enima esi eko honom abusia me mpese meka ase na mana yetintin me pese yenko ti conversation no ankasa the root of it anase ebeka say the genesis of it, how everything started, how all this buha, all this saga, demolition, sa ake no, yonkoni nkuti mu no kware ankasa, yinti mu ensem mu no kware ankasa de koba de akabia no, me de beto aso, meso se obe subscribe na wa like idumedi na wa share na afoforo enye bi ahwe. Aham Mega TV, ma mefa koye wis no memfa nchia, mama mi chi bafo. Mami Yankopo Ishra, so Mamma be UK, Yankopo Ishra Papa. We are fucking worldwide, movement fucking worldwide, Yankopo Ishra, Yanko here, Yankuti and Sem Ankasa, Inchim and Fabra.
Yeah, you can. Put 10 years possible come this year. Mr. Tibbons, then a palm for. As I said, almost dragging in painful every assembly of which I enter. Yeah, you can. Excellency Samira Bawumia and Honorable Kennedy Japan has nothing to do with this land issue. Honorable Kennedy Japan is being or opening up or many and any possible to attack it. As I say, I am a nothing. A second leader of the Republic. Next to what any idea either. And no dresser so toy Japan. Said the money in Japan or many. The only say. Or Fasia and as our baby or one position. You can compare into example as that. In a case, you travel for almost 4 years. But the two and what and make sure that I can you found fact that they are SF any baby or say the bit. You don't have to make a bonnet. I just about here among them and our woman fact and so be a fast as you. Extremely had the Aisha Amit and a Jojo and a as I see we form. It is very clear that totally.
Wait, and I'm telling your production team.
Yes.
When they say one initiative is not, it is also fair. This gentleman should be on.
Yeah. Why we get the other side? Of course.
Saturday, man, you won't be paying. You know, every week that is not. Unfortunately, when I do my own you ask for certain documents that will. Really help in the conversation. So what I say. For me, I'll teach you more ordin in common in Amazia. The court, the mood, the wine, the to me, so the court to me. Then we need to be Ben or Sadako, So I think it's very fair. Maybe.
And I think there's even a question. I wasn't Mibusa. Adam. Circuit Court, Emma, the judgment area, you know, has the defendant appealed or more appealing?
Not that I'm aware of.
You've not been served with any appeal notice. Oh, okay. Okay. And for now, you are working with the judgment of the circuit court, right?
Yes,
the ruling from the circuit court. And based on that, the rate of possession Fantastic.
You know, because they see I'm more independent, or land committee. So those plots of land, had their
land commissioner.
Yes.
Okay, let me jina soma me mamene owura Benjamin Danso. Mamene owura Benjamin Danso he speaks for Mr. George Tibunso on this particular matter. Owura Danso akwa be ko si sen so ni.
Yeah.
Na apomu ye de.
Oh, apomu de.
What asemmen?
I'm one say many abe man be jina mo fidie kete so I show blatant disrespect to molestness. It transfer okay. Yeah, intro say I think that the procedure of court procedure at the court. Now, cases are all canon. We had 3 different cases running. Then, one in the Accra High Court, a court no striking case out. There is another one what Tema High Court, Hajia Aisha, a 5th defendant. Mr. Jojo Tibunso, a 4th defendant. At Enjimu. Now, all the sermons by a Winchester Empire. The same Winchester Empire, a defendant, a rater, a circuit court, or no Hajia, a plaintiff woman. What's ruling by on the 26th day of January 2023? High Court tema. Court Mr. Jojo Tibunso who point the uncle ahead na uncle yejuma, and that a lower court cannot vary the decision of a superior court. The High Court a decision. Circuit Court they vary the decision of the High Court. Now
High Court a decision being. What did the High Court say?
So my forward about studio, no. So by court, I read of it by court. The Superior Court granted the 4th defendant, defendant here, Mr. Jojo Tibunso, permission to continue with the development on the land, and based on the order, the 4th defendant continued with his project. A lower court, in any respectful view, cannot purport to injunct him from going onto the land in dispute. The 4th defendant may therefore continue with his project on the land if he so wishes. Meanwhile, the motion of leave to file reply to statements of defense is granted.
No, Adam, maybe I'll give you the opportunity. Adam,
I see. Yes, sir.
Me pacho, my own fan announces say I will come to you. Why, me pacho? Why?
I see. Yeah. Plaintiff is given 14 days to file a reply. To take its normal course. Now, this case is this suit, is still potent. Hajia, a 5th defendant. Now, the lawyer who represented Hajia court, Samuel Kofinati, or any lawyer, unless the gentleman on the phone is disputing that. Far from that, circuit court judgment here, Omudba and Nakitesum, 2 a.m. If you are going to execute the decision of the court, you go in the company of a bailiff. Only a bailiff or a company or more to go and demolish the said property. Only a bailiff or a company or more to go and demolish the said properties in the middle of the night, 2 a.m.
Where did they? Do you know, sir? Omunya officers of the Ghana Police Service accompanying them to do.
Now, even if so, this is the rule. Hope it can correct us. Even if you have officers of the Ghana Police accompanying you, they are not officers of the court. The only one down here say the execution has been done, and therefore court are mouth demolition order or the mouth possession order. Say Coco possess it. Who possess it? And who say amount demolition order? They are 2 different things. If he's saying he has any order of demolition, he should show it to us. And to put on record, the same court, circuit court, you who say, as in spite of High Court case, without a stay of execution, which they have been served. By close of this week. and also an appeal against that decision.
Okay.
And when you have a motion, a motion that has not been heard. How can you go ahead go and carry out a demolition?
As we speak, the appeal has not been filed, right?
The appeal has been filed. A stay of execution has also been filed.
The appeal has been filed. So mobile filing it this week. And,
no, there is an appeal that it will be heard. The stay of execution will be heard.
Week. Okay. And when was the?
I have sent a copy of the stay of execution filing to your studios as well.
And when was the appeal and the stay of execution filed? When?
Now, just a moment. Now, the stay of execution was filed. It was filed 12th of March 2024 at 11:33 a.m.
12th March 2024. And
yes.
When were they served? The plaintiff Unya ruling in his favor at the circuit court. No, when were they served?
Okay, the proof of service, no, but they've duly been served.
Okay, it's possible. It's possible that they were
served through their lawyers.
It's possible that they were served after the demolition. Is it
demolition was done just 2 days ago.
Yeah, is it possible that they were served after that?
No, Obi.
Monday. Monday, sure.
Yes, and they almost decided to make Sunday done. So we could not have gone to serve them today, Monday, and run our mouth by saying, "Say, I serve you more."
Okay, and you are saying, sir, as far as the circuit court decision they are concerned, you have appealed that decision. You went on to file for a stay of execution.
Obi, I think you should check your phone as well. All documents have finished.
Which will be heard this week. Stay of execution will be heard this week.
Yes, on the 16th. It's coming on 16th of April.
And you were expecting, sir, because they've been served with that motion, never stay any form of activity beyond until that matter.
Obi, you can independently check from the court if there was any bailiff accompanying them for the said execution order.
Okay. The other thing, and it's with the circuit court case, we are told by the lawful attorneys, you never showed up during that matter at the circuit court. More lawyers are apart from CMC and when hearing started, for the entire 4 years, you were not going to court. Is that true?
Obi, you are serving to the best of the knowledge. You are raising to the attention of the court. It's the same subject matter, which is being litigated, a subject matter of litigation concerning grantors grantors ni hunyina ewomu obi yenyina ye what the matter mo a whatever to determine ownership of the land. Okay. Now the circuit court a lower court you have read the rule the ruling a high court concerning the decision of the high court. The circuit court cannot tend to vary or overrun the decision of the high court concerning case now. So it's not fair. We completely ignored the matter. If we ignored it, why have we filed a stay of execution on the matter? And why are they not patient for the stay of execution to be heard?
No, Mebao, the stay of execution followed the appeal. When was do you know when the circuit court ruling was delivered? Unim?
That the minim when the circuit court ruling was delivered.
Okay, Meba Edem.
Yeah, Obi.
Circuit court ruling omu delivered the date there then.
That's 28th November 2023.
28th November 2023. And Ben Osemo file appeal 12th March. Right?
Yes, 12th March 2024.
That's more than 3 months.
We filed the stay of execution.
No, me can't say stay of execution. No, incidental on the appeal. Me boy.
Yes.
Mo file appeal no mo stay of execution, but that's more than 3 months. Me boy.
No, Obi.
No.
Appeal notice, no. Yeah, appeal notice, no. Me knew so I can't mention the date. That preceded your stay of execution. No.
Obi, that time frame, no. Appeal time, no. I laugh.
No, Adam,
it is not for you to determine. It is not for you to determine.
No. Hold on. Even when it lapses, a critical say I lapse. But what you do is say you file for extension of time. That if you have done that, some file for extension of time.
Me appeal there.
No, can't say we. No, Adam. Nyabutre, I'll come back to you. Adam, just relax.
Stop exhibiting your ignorance and listen to what you have been told.
I'll come back to you.
We have been led to speak in the studio, so let's wait for the lead.
Ben, Tobo. I just want to establish BB and then we can make progress. Adam, meba ohama, our reactions be our own so they are tuja. Ben, what I wanted to establish and is for now, appeal, no time I'm filing appeal, no. Also unkra we know until you don't know, right?
Yes.
Good. And at least that date of filing of the appeal is critical. If time not lapse here, not say be I'm filing for extension of time within which to file the appeal, we can establish that. But when there's a time in one lapse here, then you cannot really fault or more in your judgment from proceeding with executing the judgment.
No,
that is if time not lapse here.
But Obi, what we are not establishing here.
Okay.
I am very critical to any execution order by the court is whether they were accompanied by the officer of the court.
By an officer of the court. Okay.
Yes, because if that has been done, now you have to be given a certificate. Why execute it properly? So which officer of the court supervised that execution at 2 a.m. on a Sunday, any working day for the court, which is very critical.
Okay. The other thing is, so say, you are saying, say, the High Court case no is still pending.
Yes.
The muye defendant no is still pending.
Mm-hmm.
But which decision will rep quite say or no the obetimi akwa asase so?
And they ruling I think me in Qatar me I share with your studio.
Yes.
You would realize the ruling on the 26th of January 2023.
Okay.
Aisha Ahmed no. The legal representative is Samuel Kofinati, who was present. I court no mad the order. Or say you see Diana Najo. I want to prove that you cannot credible. He may not know what he's saying. Now court may say once the superior court grants the fourth defendant okay, his name is Mr. Giorgio Tibonso.
Yes.
Permission to continue his development on the land, and based on the order, the fourth defendant continued with his project. A lower court, in my respective view, cannot purport to injunct him from going onto the land in dispute. I say the fourth defendant may therefore continue with his project on the land if he so wishes. And yes, or the NIPE and the court assassin also could develop here. The court of a superior will command the order to continue. And a lower court cannot tend to vary that decision.
Yeah, but on that land, because again, Okase, that High Court case is still pending. The proof of ownership of the land, of course, court would have to determine that. But proof of ownership of that land,
Oh yeah, too free. To your cafe, yeah, 12 feet to boas for like about 3 separate people now.
And that will mean a search at the land registry, land commission, would bear Mumudin. That land will bear Mudin, right?
No, your owners or more Mudia Satmai or
Mudine also.
Munye,
the process to change over any baby and Munye.
Dabi. Dabi. We are in the process. We've done the stamp duties and what have you. Now, Obi, it will interest you to know this as you know, Bakun were possessionary titles and a Bakun were Lydia title. Now, so it was very critical for us to have settled these parties, Abakukra possessionary title, Abakusukra and Lydia title.
Obi no can
no, Adam,
disprove what
Adam,
the gentleman on the line who is Adam wants to say that he's the one who carried out the demolition exercise on the land and
or so or the lawful attorney for
carry out or no with this I want to clearly establish that on before we make any progress.
Don't worry. For now, or a lawful attorney. My problem is
right. So this is how all started. Inti wa utia afanu obi ebonu nkuru obi kana asem no. A very hot conversation. Ayasebo kurumba. Mesro so be like idumode no wa share. Now subscribe to the channel no for latest updates. Because kurumham sense me etu intwada. Abusia fa comment to like idumode no mame share nafa wadwenchire etu mesro so be subscribe for latest updates.